Coming up on this edition, Reel to Reel, we keep you updated on what's happening in our classroom.
That's correct. On this edition, we'll tell you about everything happening in Lubbock ISD and show off our Problem Solver series.
Yes, sir. All this and more coming up on this jam-packed edition of Reel to Reel. Hello and welcome into the latest edition of Reel to Reel, only on Lubbock ISD TV. I'm Alexis Garcia, a junior from Coronado High School.
And I'm Ezekiel Mata, a junior from Monterey High School. Alexis, I'm excited for today's show as we get to show off our first video project of the year.
And I can't wait to show them off either, but before we do that, let's talk about what we have been up to in our classroom. This past week, Zeke and I teased, but we have wrapped up our first video project of the year, called the Problem Solver series, as we gave the spotlight to people that do so much but never get credit for it. So during today's episode, we will see stories on some amazing moms to an awesome person that helps make the Lubbock High School Band so special. So stick around and see our hard work right here on Reel to Reel.
I'm looking forward to watching everyone's hard work. Now, let's talk about what we are doing right now. Here's in Mr. Ward's class. Just a few days ago, we started working with students from California and Florida in a collaborative podcast, and our theme is called Hometown Global. Now, during our collaborative podcast, we are tasked to come up with a global issue that impacts our local community. No doubt, it will be a lot of fun, and we will run those on the next edition of Reel to Reel.
So we have heard what we have done and what we are doing, but well, what's next? Well, Mr. Ward has us all excited for what's next, as October is right around the corner, and so you know we will be doing a scary film.
Hey, I'm looking forward to making the second part of my great film from last year. Now, Alexis, let's take a look at what's happening around the district.
Sounds good. This past month, Lubbock ISD and Texas Tech University announced a new agri-system complex for Lubbock ISD students, part of the $130 million bond that Lubbock ISD received in 2018. Here are the photos from the announcement now. This year, for the first time, every high school in Lubbock ISD is offering courses in agriculture science. With this new facility, students will be able to gain industry-based certification and experience in agriculture. The new agri-system building will be located at 4th and Quaker on Texas Tech campus. It's expected to be completed next year.
That is awesome news for Lubbock ISD and all of our students. Now here's a call for anyone interested in becoming a substitute teacher. Right now, Lubbock ISD is a growing district in the heart of the vast southern plains of West Texas. As a result of this growth, we are always looking to add to our substitute pool. So, if you go on the Lubbock ISD website, you will find a link to be able to apply to become a substitute teacher for our amazing school district.
And here are some important dates that you need to know. On September 30th, 6 weeks progress reports will be sent home on Monday, October 4th. Students will have the day off. Teachers will have a professional development day. The following week on October 11th, it is a student and staff holiday, so make sure to mark that down on your schedule.
I am writing that down right now. Hey Alexis, I think it's time for our first commercial break.
I agree, and still to come on Reel to Reel, we have our first video of our Problem Solver series.
That's right, so stay with us right here on Lubbock ISD TV. Welcome back to Reel to Reel, a student-produced show right here on Lubbock ISD TV.
A few weeks back, Mr. Ward challenged us to come up with and create a video spotlighting a problem solver.
A problem solver is someone that does so much but never gets the credit. And here in the B block of the show, we're going to spotlight the stories done on moms, and we start with my friend here, Justin Perez.
I'm Justin Perez, here in Mr. Ward's class. This is the first episode of the new Problem Solver series, and today I will be featuring my own mother. Let's jump into it. So I'm here with my mom.
Jessica Perez.
And I'm interviewing you today to talk about the series that we are doing in my class for Mr. Ward at the Lubbock ISD TV station. And basically what that is, it is called the Problem Solver series, which is basically a series over people who do a lot but do not get the recognition that they deserve.
Okay.
One of the questions I have to ask you is, where do you get this love for your family and drive to do whatever for us?
I guess growing up, because I'm the oldest of my family, I've got 2 younger brothers and a younger sister. And I was raised by a single parent, so I basically helped raise my younger siblings. So I learned at a very young age how to, I guess, parent or mother. And it just carried over with my babies, with my boys. I would do anything in the world for you guys.
When you think of a problem solver, moms instantly come to mind. And my mom always gives 110%. She cooks, cleans, waters the plants. Literally, she is always on the go, making sure my brother and I grew up to be the best men that we can be.
Great job, JP.
He did do a great job. Now we turn to Gabe.
I'm Kaylee Ice, and I'm Gabe's mom.
My mom is very awesome. My mom does so much for me and my family, from cooking to helping me with the college process to also her job as she works at the Volunteer Center of Lubbock. She is very busy with that. She helps out at our church by speaking on the Broadway Today.
Who helped form your work ethic and drive when you were younger?
Well, I come from a long line of women, especially, who work very hard. So my mom was always working. I almost never can remember her even sitting. And then my dad's mom, well, both of my grandmothers worked even when it wasn't as common for women to work, and so they had jobs. They were both career women. My great grandmother was a career woman, so she was older and she taught. She went back and got her master's when she was in her 50s and taught for a long time. And they all just they worked hard at work. They worked hard at home.
And from the bottom of my heart, Mom, I just want to say thank you for everything that you do.
Thanks, Kate.
I just want to say it again. Thank you, Mom.
Hey, I thought both of those stories were great, and I cannot wait to see the next one. This time, we take a look at some problem solvers in our own schools. And as Taylor Reed shows us, the Lubbock High Band wouldn't be the same without this problem solver.
At Lubbock High School, you will hear next level music up and down the halls.
I am 17 years old. I am a senior this year, and I am the co-uniform chair. I'm currently having to do a lot of things because my associate is out sick.
Mitt Allison makes sure that the Pride of Lubbock always looks their absolute best.
So what all exactly does being co-uniform chair entail?
Just about everything that has to do with what we wear. So keeping track of everyone's things, like their bibbers, which is the pants, their shirts and their jackets, having to fit them, getting them to correct sizes of hats, gauntlets, and putting everything together. And actually making sure that everyone has their things. Because certain people need certain items, but everyone is, and we are a little low on things, but that's okay. We figure it out eventually.
With a little less than 200 band members, Mitt has their hands full, but wouldn't want it any other way.
Tell me about how band has influenced your life since joining.
Well, it's been an interesting experience to say the least, because I originally was in orchestra whenever I was in middle school, so I joined my freshman year. I've made a lot of great friends, and I've learned how to play 2 new instruments, and yeah, I've met some of the most important people in my life. I've really enjoyed it, so yeah, it's been fun.
For Lubbock ICTV, I'm Taylor Reed.
You know what, Zeke? I love seeing how hard worker Mitt is.
I agree. Now from Lubbock High to Coronado, there are so many wonderful teachers here in Lubbock ISD. And as our own Michelle Moreno shows us, there is an awesome problem-solving teacher at CHS.
What's your name?
Jeb Kitten.
My name is Hannah.
Jade Rios.
Sydney Axton.
How do you feel about Miss Appleton as your teacher?
She's probably the best teacher that I've personally ever had.
If you roam the halls of Coronado High School, you will see students hard at work learning under Mrs. Appleton.
Yours also looks like that. Go ahead and put it on paper. You know how you get stuck and it's like, I'm just staring at my paper now. I'm not sure. I don't know. What should my thesis be? Well,
I love her style of teaching and I love how she cares for her students.
The writing prompt that we're talking about today is, are people generally good?
No.
You think no? Really?
Circumstance.
You won't even see.
Honestly, Ms. Appleton is like really great. She's very energetic.
Mrs. Appleton's passion and energy is contagious, and it has every student inspired, and that's why she is my problem solver.
I love her. She's very lenient in many things and is very involved with us.
When you're writing essays, like you just randomly go blank. I do that a lot. Like, do you have ways that I could help with that?
Yeah, actually what we're about to do I think will help with that, because it's really that idea of brainstorming first and letting it be messy and then going back to what you have.
She's a pretty cool teacher. I like the way she teaches. It'll be a fun year.
Reporting for Lubbock ISD TV, I am Michelle Moreno.
We love you, Miss Appleton.
Another great story. Alexis, you know, I think it's time for one last commercial break.
That's right, when we return, we have one more problem solver story, so stay with us. We'll be right back here on Real to Real, only on Lubbock ISD TV. Well, we made it to the last part of the show, and I must say, it flew by.
Yeah, it really did. But before we end today's show, we have one more problem solver story.
Yes, we do, and as Fabian Olguin shows us, there's problem solvers everywhere that can make an impact in your life.
To be a skater, you have to be tough. But here in Lubbock, there's a cool group of guys that shut up the local parks.
Hi, my name is Quentin. I just like to skate, watch videos, make videos, and I don't know, I just like to open up people. I really like Odd Future and like Illegal Civ, and that really inspires me to start my own brand. Before I skated, all I did was play basketball and just stay home, play video games. I was like really insecure. I didn't talk to nobody. And then I met this dude named Sean, and he opened me up, and I don't know, we just started going out a lot, and he opened me up to new things, and he taught me a lot of things mentally and physically. And yeah, I don't know, I just like trying to help people be free spirited.
Skateboarding is my great escape. And so that's why Quentin and Sean are my problem solvers.
But I don't know, you should just find a passion and just be yourself, honestly. Don't care what anybody says, because you just have to do what you gotta do. All right, that's it.
Speaking facts.
For Lubbock ISD TV, I am Fabian Olguin.
Someone just...
Great job, Fabian. It's awesome that you found something that you're so passionate about.
I agree, and that's going to do it for the show. So on behalf of the students and staff of Lubbock ISD TV, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the latest edition of Real to Real.
Yes, we do, and we'll be back real soon with all of the latest news and updates within Lubbock ISD TV. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.